Days and welcome to Wrestling Days Live. We are live for a Tuesday watch along. Obviously, because there's no NWA at the moment and everything's on hold, we are doing some old-fashioned watch alongs, and we've got something a little bit different. It is Hell in a Cell from 2011. It was voted for, recommended and voted for by the community. So that's how we've got to it. And yeah, I mean, to be honest, I can't remember anything about this show. I said this yesterday. I can't remember anything about this show. I have been on Wikipedia to have a look at some of the numbers. And I can tell you that there's just under 10,000 people in attendance. We are in New Orleans. It is October 2nd, 2011. And this gets 180 odd thousand buys, which pretty standard for that time. And there's some decent matches by the looks of it. I mean, the main event is Alberto Del Rio against CM Punk against John Cena. We've got Mark Henry, who I've got to tell you, I've got such respect for after seeing his interview with Stone Cold. He did an interview. And it's really good. I really recommend it. If you've not seen that Broken Skull Sessions with Mark Henry, check it out. It's really, really good. So, big fan of that. So, yeah, this is when he was World Heavyweight Champion. But he's putting it on the line against Randy Orton. So, we've got that. We've also got Sin Cara versus Sin Cara. The Sin Caras everywhere. And we've got Sheamus against Christian, Cody against John Morrison, Beth Phoenix against Kelly. So, you know, there's a few decent matches here. So, what we'll do is just give people a few more moments. This is literally your time right now that I am giving you to find this show on the network. It clocks in at around 2.5 hours, so it's not bad. And yeah, Hell in a Cell 2011. See if you can track it down on the network, and then we will be good to go. So hope everyone is well. Days, are you watching NXT tomorrow? No, I can't watch NXT tomorrow because it's on. Actually, I don't even know what they're doing with NXT. They might have to change the channel that it's normally on, because UFC and NXT are both on BT Sport. So I can only watch one or the other. And as I've already said, I'm watching UFC tomorrow. Don't know why people wanted this as a watch-along. I don't know, dude. It was requested by a couple of people. It went into the poll. There was 4 shows. This is the one that won. So give the people what they want. Randy Orton, Mark Henry. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing Mark Henry in action because, as I said, real respect for him following that interview. So, yeah, I'm kind of up for seeing him in action here. I seem to recall this is a decent main event. I only know the main event from this show. I really can't remember anything else from it. So I know that Daniel Bryan, how about this? Daniel Bryan was on the dark match, and it was Daniel Bryan against JTG, 1/2. Well, I think at this point they might have split, but 1/2 of Crime Time. You know, Shad, who obviously, you know, passed away recently, was the other half. But how funny here just to see that Daniel Bryan at this point didn't even make the show, and the match he had was against JTG. I found that quite funny. So, right, hopefully 1 more minute, everyone has found it, or if not, they're in the process of finding it, and we will get going very, very soon. Michael, hello, my friend. Shout out to you. Thank you for the kind words. Really do appreciate it. Michael, Garofalo, is it? Garofalo? I'm trying to read it and it keeps moving. Shout out to you, my friend. Thank you very much. Days, breaking news. QT Marshall and DDP have now tested positive for COVID. That's a shame. I'm gutted about DDP because I know that he I saw him taking some food round to Jake the Snake, and there was a young kid with him. So I don't know if he's just had a kid, or maybe if that's like a grandkid or a niece, or I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I know that like Jake was trying to stay safe from COVID. So yeah, shame to hear that DDP has got it. But I can't say I'm that surprised. I mean, Florida is just erupting at the moment, isn't it? It's just absolutely erupting. Coaster Maniacs says, I'm excited tonight. I'll be talking to Do Hop, but I'll be able to watch this. It feels good to finally have a day off from work. Shout out to you, Coaster Maniacs. That'll be a big conversation with Do Hop, so very cool. LSW, I'll answer this and then we're going to get going. LSW says, Days, will you watch UFC only and no AEW and NXT? So tomorrow is, there's 3 shows on. There's UFC, there's NXT, and there's AEW. UFC has got pretty good card. Nothing like what we saw at the weekend. Like, that was very special. But still, you know, some really good fighters that I would like to watch. And this is the problem. This is what we were saying. Because there's been so many shows that have been cancelled, you're going to start getting things overlapping now. It's going to be a nightmare. So I really do want to watch the UFC show. If I could find a way of having AEW and NXT on at the same time, then I would look to do that. But of course, whilst the fights are on for UFC, that will have my attention. But there's quite a lot of like when the fights aren't on, just kind of like sitting around twiddling your thumbs. Certainly if there's going to be a lot of like first round knockouts or whatever. So yeah, I don't think there's a way of me watching NXT, if I'm being honest. Let's just put that out there now, because I always the way I watch NXT is on BT Sport, and that is the exact same channel that is going to be showing UFC. So I think NXT has got to do one tomorrow, if I'm being honest. AEW I can watch via Fight Pass on the laptop, so there's no reason why I still can't have that on. So I am 99.9% sure tomorrow it will be UFC and AEW, but UFC is going to take my attention. So the thumbnail, the title, absolutely everything will be UFC. But yeah, I think I will still have AEW on, and I'll be keeping a close eye, or as close an eye as I can, on Jon Moxley and Brian Cage. When it comes to NXT, I'm going to have to just miss it for this week. It's just one of those things where something else has collided along with it. So, right, let's move on anyway. I got to tell you, I was quite relieved, though, because I thought that we were going to clash with Keith Lee and Adam Cole. A couple of weeks ago, I saw the schedule, and I was like, oh, no, that's the week that it's going to be champion versus champion. And I was like, oh, I was relieved that we managed to get that in last week. So yeah, it wasn't the case in the end. Right, okay, if everyone is ready, we will get going in, here we go, in 3, 2, 1, boom, we are underway. I believe the poster for this says John Cena goes to hell. John Cena goes to hell. Tonight. Already showing a clip of Mick Foley falling off the hell. Off the cell. Right, let me try and get back. Are we all set up? No. We are not. Why has that disappeared? There we go. There's the chat. Boom. UFC is on Sky Sports 2, NXT on Sky Sports 1. There we go then. Days, I watched your toy hunt from 2 years ago when you went to the oldest toy store. It was awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Creed says UFC on BT Sports 2, NXT on BT. Yes, that's exactly what Robin just said. All three competitors went to hell in the main event, not just John Cena, even the officials and the cameramen. I do remember the main event. I'd be quite interested, actually, to have a look and see what old Meltsy boy scored that main event, because I do remember it being fun. I do remember the main event being fun. I don't remember it being, like, incredible, but let's have a look. Hell in a Cell... 3 3/4 stars for the main event. That's all right. Nearly 4-star main event. Take that. So, yeah, as we said, this is 2011. There's 9,400 people in attendance, which isn't that much, actually. If you think, like, you know, we normally get, like, 15,000 or something like that. So, just under 10,000 is quite a small crowd, and certainly small for a pay-per-view. But the buy rate was all right, 182,000. Hell in a Cell. A stone's throw from the French Quarter. Is that a thing? Is that a fact that I needed to know? I don't know. Is it famous, the French Quarter? I don't know. I mean, I'm a stone's throw from France. You don't hear me bragging about it. We got Michael Cole, we got Booker T, we got JR. Nearly 4 stars. Yeah, nearly 4 stars. I'm kind of excited to watch this again, says Monica. Should be good, dude. Right, we're starting off actually with a bit of a grudge match here. It's kind of cool. I like the entrance. So the entrance way has actually got like chain link fencing, and they kind of walk out through it. It's kind of got a Hell in a Cell feel, just the entrance, which is quite cool. It's kind of like the corner of a Hell in a Cell. Like it. Right, Christian, Sheamus. So they're just giving us the backstory on this. Kill Switch Engage. Or the Unprettier. Days, what do you like more, WWE or AEW? WWE. WWE is Raw, Smackdown, NXT. It's quite big, isn't it? Right, here's Miz and R-Truth. They've got tickets. John Laurinaitis coming down. This is slightly more serious work from R-Truth. Laurinaitis is coming down. We got tickets, dog. We're going nowhere, says Miz. So they're sitting in the crowd, Miz and R-Truth. And John Laurinaitis is actually kicking them out. I like what Miz is saying here. Miz is saying, I bought a ticket. If you're going to kick me out, what about him? What about him? What about him? I bought tickets like all of these people. Oh, they should kick them all out. That'd be hilarious. Just kick everyone out. It's a pretty fun way to start the show, isn't it? So, Christian made his way down. Sheamus is making his way out now, but obviously in between that, we just had a little moment there where Miz and R-Truth are being escorted away. Days, I managed to order The Fiend from Wrestling Shop. Very cool. Very cool. The French Quarter is where everyone parties for Mardi Gras. Ah, that makes a bit more sense now. I thought they were just throwing out a random fact. We're a stone's throw away from a 7-Eleven. Just felt very random. But now you've explained it, it makes a little bit more sense. Days, what thoughts on that new racing game you tweeted about? Yeah, I just randomly found that. I was just on Twitter and I came across a brand new WWE racing game. But what's really weird is the official account's got like 70 odd people that were following it. And the game's not even out yet. Like you can, I don't even know. I didn't look into it in great detail. I just saw what the game looked like and I was like, no way. People need to know. So I just retweeted it out. I think someone told me that someone's done a video on it a couple of days ago. So I need to watch that to find out a bit more about it. Because honestly, all I know is what I found. So I can't really comment on it. I don't know if it's good or bad or whatever. But it's a WWE racing game. So it looks crazy. Sean Reset, shout out to you. Gullible Giant. My favorite kind of a giant. Shout out to you, my friend. That's why they changed the name of Christian's finisher to the kill switch. Right, well, we are underway with Sheamus versus Christian. I don't know what the stipulation is for this, actually. There's no cage, no cell or anything. Is this just a straight singles match? Let's have a look. It is. This is just a straight-up singles match to get us warmed up. I think there are a couple. It looks like both of the titles, the big titles, are going to be Hell in a Cell. So Randy Orton, Mark Henry, that's going to be Hell in a Cell. And the main event tonight, which is Alberto Del Rio against CM Punk, against John Cena, that is also Hell in a Cell. Right, Sheamus up against the ropes, and big strike by Christian. Christian against the ropes, looking for a hip toss, trying to reverse it. Clothesline again by Sheamus. Jump back to the chat. What year is this? This is 2011. We're going back 9 years here. 9 years. Sheamus running around the ring, jumping in. Oh, big strike by Christian. It's nice to watch a Christian match, isn't it? It's been a long time. It's been a long time. I've missed him. Sheamus picking up Christian. Christian landing on his feet. Nice. Drop toe takedown. Christian to the outside. Goes for a strike, but it gets blocked by Sheamus, who grabs Christian. Ah, here we go. Time for a little bit of fella. Boom. Boom. Raining down those clubbing blows. He is just smashing them in. That's probably the best thing for me that Sheamus does. That and go away for a while. But those big clubbing blows across the chest, they're cool, man. Hello to Birak. How are you, my friend? They cut off the internet for 2 weeks in our country. No way. Who's they? Who is they? The government. The man. Not Becky Lynch. I'm not claiming that Becky Lynch cut off the internet in your country. Maybe she did. Maybe she's got time at the moment. Maybe those are the kind of games that she's playing. Sheamus crashing down out of the ring. Colby says, I like Sheamus, but then Johnny says Sheamus sucks. It's hard to know who to believe. It's been a long time. We just had a Christian match. What? You can't... What? That was a match? That was a match? Ric Flair, low blow. A punt. I've got higher standards than you then. I'm not even sure I count that. Thank you very much to Syrian Missile. Is it Missile? Is it Kieran Missile? Honestly, I need to get into a different chat screen because I can't even read this. Shout out to you, my friend. Christian in the corner. I've just totally lost the chat. There we go. Oh, I'm trying to find the proper chat. There it is. Right. Kieran. Missile. Shout out to you, dude. Did you see Kairi challenging Asuka? Yes, I did. It was mentioned in the chat. Was it Monica that mentioned it? And I saw a clip of it, and it was brilliant. It's actually on the Twitter. It's so emotional. It's so good. She's like, you can see like Asuka sitting there, and she's like so proud. She's beaming, and Kairi's like, I am ready. She puts it down for Asuka. And Asuka's like, oh. She's like, it would be my dream to face you. And she's like, yes, we will. It's really nice. It's really, really nice. And then Kairi grabs the recorder out of excitement, starts playing, and like Asuka's dancing. It's so good. It's such a great clip. Such a great clip. Totally take back what I was saying last night, where I was like, there's just nothing that really happens on Raw Talk. It's one of my favourite moments now of the year. So pure. Because the thing is that in that moment, the rumours are that Kairi's done with WWE. So the rumours are she's leaving, right? And if she's leaving, that'll be her last match. That'll be how they're going to say, it'll be that she loses to Asuka and that's it. And that'll be her thank you, goodbye kind of match. So her saying I'm ready for Asuka is her saying I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go back to Japan. That's how I was. And that's why Asuka's like beaming with joy and pride and a little bit of sadness. And I don't know, man. You just so good. It was so nice. Heartbreaking as well, because I don't want Kairi to go. But it was just the way it was delivered. And she's like, I'm ready for Asuka. And it's like, don't go, Kairi. Don't go. Who's going to play the recorder now? I can play the recorder, actually. I might buy a recorder. I'll be the new Kairi Sane. I could be a Kabuki warrior, as long as I don't have to do anything apart from come down to the ring with Asuka. I'm totally down for that. You get to hang out with Asuka, and I think she does all the wrestling. I'm not sure. I don't want to be doing any of the wrestling. But I can do the recorder part. And spin the umbrella. Could you imagine that? Spinning the umbrella, right? Kabuki, what? Is Kairi back? Picks it up. It's me. I'm there. Oh, I wasn't expecting that, was ya? No, come on. You tell me that wouldn't be fire. Even I'm excited at that. Right, I should be watching this show. I've really come to realise that I'm really the worst when it comes to watch-alongs. I get so easily distracted. Big strikes coming in by Christian. And again, Christian going over to the corner. Going up top. Christian in black attire with like purple motifs. That's the word I'm going to use. I'm going to use the word motif. I don't know if it's right. It kind of looks like a less scary Undertaker in a way. Like black with like purple down the side. Nice kick by Christian. Sheamus is rocked. Here we go. Looking for a tornado DDT. He gets it. Sheamus is down physically and emotionally. One. Just a one. It turns out he wasn't that down. No way, not Kyrie. I know. The poster with a fireball of Cena definitely gave ideas for Great Balls of Fire. My sister had to go to hospital. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, my friend. XX Heidi Garns. XX. Sheamus managing to stop the unprettier. I mentioned the challenge. Oh, was it you, Lauren? Thank you. WWE should do more on the free network. They should. In all fairness, I think they do tend to change the pay-per-views that are open. So, like, when it was around Backlash, you had a lot of old Backlash pay-per-views that you could watch. I'm guessing now you could probably watch a lot of old Extreme Rules. So, you know, as the year progresses, eventually you'll be able to watch a lot of old pay-per-views as you go around all the shows. Do you know what? It's just easier to spend $9.99. Going for a brogue. Shoulder by Sheamus. And Sheamus gets slapped. Don't expect that. I expect drop kicks and full Nelsons and things like this. I don't expect Christian to be like, oh. That's exactly what we got. Sheamus dumps Christian out of the ring. I think the next match after this is going to be Sin Cara versus Sin Cara. Spear by Christian. Miss Clown 1 says, meeting Asuka was out of this world the same day I first met you. What a day. That's very cool, man. I would love to meet Asuka. I saw her doing a sign-in at an NXT show. There was a bit of a queue, and I didn't get a chance to join the queue and to meet her. I'd love to have done it. Christian with another spear. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Sheamus. The raw toughness of Sheamus. Christian, man, very frustrated here. Very frustrated. So, 2 spears, and Sheamus has managed to get back up. Here we go. Christian. Oh, flying headbutt, but Sheamus moves out the way. Here we go. Up. The Celtic cross. Here's the unprettier. The kill switch. Engage. Into the corner. Ah, brogue. Brogue. Done. Sheamus wins with a brogue. Here's your winner. There we go. A brogue did it. Days is shy. It's true. There we go. He looks thrilled. He's looking around like, has everyone seen I've just won? I don't know why. I don't know why he's so pleased, but well, there we go. Fella! I can't even do it, man. My voice is completely gone. I sounded like a different person then. Fella! Fella. I have to just say it because my voice is like still not recovered. Oh, fella! There we go. I still try to give my all. I'm a giving person, man. Sheamus is boring. But is fella boring? That's the question. Okay, well, there we go. He's won. Let's move on. Mark Henry. Lot of respect for Mark Henry. That interview is so good. Look at the look on his face. I'm Mark Henry. You've never been in Hell in a Cell. What are you gonna do in Hell in a Cell? I don't care where I face Randy. Hell in a Cell or a back alley. Randy Orton is going to join the Hall of Pain. The Hall of Pain was so good. He tells a story, you know, Mark Henry. Mark Henry said, right, it's a true story that he says on that interview. He said that Vince ribbed him. So they said to Mark, go to the ring, right? We've got a match for you to do. And so Mark went out and he's standing there waiting and waiting and no one comes. And he's standing out there and nothing's happening. Like no one's coming, nothing's happening. And after a while, he ends up going back to Gorilla and he finds out they've all gone. They've all left him. Like Vince has gone, everyone's gone. And he snaps, man. He absolutely snaps. He starts trashing the backstage area. Really? This isn't like on camera. This is him actually losing it because they've played a prank on him. And he calls up Vince and he says, I've got to quit. I'm going to quit. And Vince is like, what? Why are you quitting? He's like, no one does that to me. No one shows me up like that. And Vince was like, all right. Look, we shouldn't have done it. I'm really sorry. Calm down. Can I show you something? And he goes, what? And he shows him the clip. I don't know if they managed to meet up and he shows him or how it works, but he finally shows him the clip of him trashing the backstage area because obviously they've got cameras around. And he's like, that is what I need from you out there. That is what I need. And that is how Hall of Pain comes along. Vince is like, I want that out there. And Mark Henry's like, I can't control that. That is me losing it. I can't do that out there. And Vince is like, you can. You'll find a way. And he did. And it was the Hall of Pain. And that's how he goes on and grabs the championship. I love that story. So good. Talking of good, we've got Sin Cara taking on Sin Cara. We've got Sin Cara Negro and Sin Cara. What was the other one called? Azul. What does Azul? Sin Cara 2, they call it, but on Wikipedia they haven't gone with that. Well, Sin Cara, they're going with the old bananas in pajamas way of differentiating. Sin Cara 1 and Sin Cara 2. Nice. Arm drag takedown. Sin Cara in the blue attire is Mystico. And Sin Cara in the black attire, I think might be the original one. No, that's Mystico. No, Hunico. Oh my god. Who are all these people, Akos? Wrestled under the name of Mystico. But in WWE was Hunico. Oh. It's Sin Cara versus Sin Cara. Right? Are we all happy now? See, this one wrestled as Mystico as well. How did they both wrestle as Mystico? They're both wrestling as Sin Cara. They both wrestled as Mystico. How are you meant to tell them apart? Carnage. Days, can you say, hey guys, this is Wrestling Days, and you are watching LMW Wrestling? Done. Notice the lighting. Oh, yeah? The lights are down, aren't they, a little here? And we've just got, I wonder why? Why have they done that? It's kind of lit very different. The lights are like a yellow light. Why have they done that with the lighting? Head scissors takedown, nice. Against the ropes. Great arm drag. I was very, very excited when Sin Cara first came to WWE. I remember they used to show like the video packages of like he's on his way. And they were great. They were like, what? He was doing stuff I'd never seen. Very impressive. Kirby's Toy Review says, I remember reading a story about Mark Henry and The Undertaker. Apparently they were on tour somewhere and Mark, as a joke, lifted and moved a small car. Undertaker wasn't happy about it and told him off. Oh, well, do you know, it's weird you say that because he does tell a story about him moving a car. So he probably moved more than one. But it was in the UK, Blackpool. They were in Blackpool and it was like 2 a.m. They were going down this narrow road in the bus, in the coach. And cars were parked both sides and the bus could not get through. So a very angry, frustrated Mark Henry got off the bus, picked the car up, shoved it over so that the bus could carry on its way. So he told that story on the Stone Cold thing. I've not heard that other one. That's very cool. Sonny Wolf says, hold up. I think I've watched Hell in a Cell 2011 before. Probably in 2011. Elbows to the midsection. Quick little kicks against the rope. Oh, drop kick in the back. 1, 2, shoulder up. That lighting is because Sin Cara was exciting back then. Wasn't he Triple H's first proper signing? I don't know. If I'm being honest, I don't know. I don't know what part Triple H played in Sin Cara's arrival. Signed with WWE 2009, main evented in 2011. Oh, I think this is Hunico. Caristico. Is it Caristico and Hunico? Oh, there's been 2 Sin Caras, basically. rise to stardom. I'm just having a look. WWE held a press conference in Mexico City to introduce Sin Cara, which translates as faceless. Oh. Oh. There we go. I'm into that. I'm into this learning. It doesn't mention Triple H on his Wikipedia. The original Sin Cara often prevailed over the second Sin Cara, who would later become known as, or who was known as Hunico. Ugh, it's messy, innit? That's what I've learned. It's messy. Back elbows coming in by Sin Cara in blue. Crossbody. Days, I'm playing a game. It's Braun versus Dolph versus Alistair. Who have you got? I don't know. Braun, because I mean, I'd want Alistair if that was a real match, but I would think at this point in time, Braun would win it. Here we go. He goes against the ropes. Head scissor takedown. The crowd really are not into this. I mean, it is hard to know who to cheer for right now. Up top, crossbody comes crashing down on the outside, trying to get some kind of reaction from the crowd. Crowd lukewarm at best. That might be a good wrestler's name. Lukewarm. One. Just a one. Nice. Roll up. Two. Kick out. Hunico Camacho. Powerbomb. One. Two. Kick out again. What did Dave give this? Right. Sin Cara in black going over to the corner, going up top. Yeah. There's been a few alright moments in this, but it's quite slow, and the crowd are not feeling it. And I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I'm not getting into this match. I'm not getting into this match. I thought I would. Because it's had some interesting moments. Meltzer gave it 1.5 stars. 1.5 stars. It's the lowest rated match on this show. Duck underneath. Up. 2, 3. Oh, it's over. That's all I care about. It's done. It's done. Sin Cara's won, guys. If anyone's wondering who won, Sin Cara did. If it isn't 5 stars from Meltzer, I don't want to hear about it. I remember watching this pay-per-view and seeing the ending, and I was so shocked. Sean says in 2011 I was 16. Jonathan says Braun did win the match. We already had Alistair Andrade. Days, can you say hi to me? Yeah, Ethan's Prayer Place. Shout out to you. That's one too many. It was rubbish match. Wow, it's done. We've got CM Punk backstage. Love that shirt. That's one of the best ever wrestling t-shirts. There's David Otunga. Okay, we've got David Otunga backstage with CM Punk. Zelina Vega told us Sin Cara meant faceless before. Oh, I don't remember that. Did she? God, this is dull as well. This is dull. I love your sweater. I love you. It is a nice sweater, by the way. I like your sweater. I like your bow tie, but I hate lawyers. And CM Punk waves a Tunga away. So there we go. That was a thing that happened. Days Watch, think of Evil joining Bullet Club, winning the titles. I'm not happy, but I am curious. Yeah, I like it. I think that they should be building up new talent. And I know Evil's not new, but wow. Giving him both of the belts and giving him a push like that is pretty major. So, yeah, I'm on board with it. And I love Naito, so I was definitely disappointed. Okay, what have we got? Air Boom? Air Boom? Ah, no way. Air Boom? Look at this, long before the New Day. Kofi is here as a tag champ. Tag titles on the line. Got an easy. This certainly who's Jamaican. I loved this version of Kofi. I wanted this Kofi to win at WrestleMania. Not the stupid New Day Kofi. I wanted Jamaican Kofi with the... I wanted him to go back to this music for that one night. Michael Cole says Air Boom might be the worst name since Harlem Heat. That was Booker T's tag team with his brother. Excuse me. So Evan Bourne and Kofi Kingston. Air Boom. Vicky's here. She has got one of those voices, hasn't she? It just goes through you. Has that restored it? I saw there was a bit of a problem, a little bit of lag there for a second. Hopefully that's brought it back. Yeah, there we go. Look, bang, 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 bang. Look at all these comments. Yeah, I don't know where that happened or how that happened. Shout out. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. I was just chatting away then. I was just talking away. I don't even know what people heard me say, but I was saying that the 1.5 million on Raw, I felt like that was a low. I really expected a low number. You could just tell that there just wasn't as many people joining us as normal. And for whatever reason, Raw just wasn't attracting people this week. 1.5 is absolutely atrocious. That's scary low. That is scary low. Really is scary low. Let me try and go into the chat. Hopefully, oh, has it updated now? The one on screen's all right. But the chat that I use, I can't see, so I need to just go back into that. If you are watching and you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe. We're not too far off 196. We are edging closer towards 200,000. I could just hear Vicky screaming whilst I'm trying to find this chat again. I've just got Vicky screaming in my ear. It's very off-putting. Very off-putting. All right, that's better. There we go. Days, did you see my comment? No. Almost 200,000. Yes. Days, will you do a poll to pick NXT or AEW? No, I can't. I can't do it. There's no way I can watch NXT and UFC at the same time. That's what I said earlier. If I put the TV onto BT Sport, I've got no other way of watching BT Sport. So, no. Kofi gets tagged in. Duck underneath. Oh, he goes straight out of the ring. I think Jack Swagger knocked the rope down and Kofi went straight out. If I remember right, they were in France and walking back to the hotel. Mark moved the car and Taker looked at him as if to say, really, Mark? And bowed his head in shame and put it back. Wrestling Daysan says, get a third TV. Even that wouldn't help me if I got another TV because there's only one BT box. It's kind of like cable or satellite or whatever. So if that's plugged into that TV, even if I bought another TV, I'd have to get another TV and another cable subscription or some kind of other box. So it's not a possibility, unfortunately. Hello, Days. Stop debating whether I should keep my beard or not. My beard is awesome. You can download a BT Sports app if you've got a login, sign in, and then you could watch it there. Oh. What do you mean UFC or NXT? It should be UFC or AEW. Well, it's UFC, is what it is. And if I can put other things on in the background, which, as I said, I can't do NXT because it's on the same TV. Although if people are saying there's an app, maybe I can have that on in the background. AEW I can still have on in the background, but it's all in the background. Tomorrow is UFC. Jack Swagger is in. So Kofi is down. Straight to the midsection. And again. He's in the wrong part of town here, Kofi. Big strike across the back. Yeah, so we've got Kofi in with Jack Swagger. Kofi desperately trying to make the tag to Evan Bourne, and Kofi goes down. Swagger lashing out at Evan Bourne. Evan Bourne jumping into the ring. And Dolph Ziggler, whilst the ref's distracted, stomping away on Kofi. It's kind of fun to see a pre-New Day Kofi as well, isn't it? Swagger. Planting Kofi. 1, 2, kick out. Days, have you seen that Sean O'Malley is going to be on UFC 252? I haven't. No, I haven't. The only thing I know about that card is Stipe and Cormier. It's the only thing I know. Strike to the midsection by Dolph, and Kofi is down. Stomp again by Dolph. Dolph pointing over at Evan Bourne, taking his time. Elbow drop to the midsection. It's very slow. This is another slow match here. I think as soon as Kofi can make that tag to Evan Bourne, then this should hopefully become exciting. But right now, yeah, very slow pace. Kofi trying to get over to Evan. He's pretty close, but ankle lock. Kofi managing to get out of it. Trying to jump over the top. He's very close here. Oh, into a DDT. That was good. Swagger down. Kofi down. Can he make the tag? Booker T saying if he doesn't make the tag right now, it could be all over. In comes Evan. Duck underneath against the ropes. Nice head to the takedown. Nice kick. And again. It went for another lovely back kick. Evan Bourne used to be so good. Didn't he? Used to be so good. Up top. Double knees. 1, 2. It's kind of like the Ricochet of his day, wasn't he? Evan Bourne. He was a high flyer. So Evan in there with Dolph. Dolph going against the ropes, looking for the famouser. Evan, lovely. Standing moonsault. 2. Kick out. Swagger with an ankle lock on Evan Bourne. Oh, he's got it locked in. But Kofi, springboard crossbody. Dolph. Oh, little roll up by Evan Bourne. 1, 2. Only a 2. Clothesline. Down goes Evan. Actually, do you know what? This match has got an all right. It's got an all right. Wasn't sure about it, but as soon as Evan came in, it really picked up, and it was quite exciting then. What did Meltzer give this one? I'm fascinated by what Meltzer scores these matches. I don't know why. Most of the time, I disagree. I still like to know. He gives this 3 1/4 stars. So old Meltzer's a fan of this. 3 1/4 stars. Nice Hurricanrana. Gets it. Gets it. Evan Bourne. I'm not sure that was 3 1/4 star match for me, but there we go. Air boom. Retain. Lizzie. Shout out to you, Lizzie. Vicky Guerrero. No! Gutted. We've got the old tag titles as well. They're the tag titles that are like bronze on a black strap. Oh, she's going mental. Ricky KV, shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate it, man. Oh, my God. Jake Hager was probably gutted. He went all the way to AEW and he turns around and she's there now. Right, is it? I think it is time. We've got the cage, the cell lowering music. Bum, 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 bum. And the lights flashing. Bum, 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 bum. Right. This should be fun. Mark Henry versus Randy Orton. R-Truth and Kofi were a fun tag team. Pad7671, shout out to you. Richard said, this is back when Hell in a Cell was legit. Okay, so we just got a video package right now. That is just showing an image of Mark Henry putting Jerry Lawler through a commentary table. Randy Orton says, I've had problems in the past managing my anger. I love the fact he's saying that in 2011. Here we are in 2020. And he's still displaying problems of managing his anger. And there he goes for it on the world's strongest man. Randy Orton, you've got no idea what I'm capable of. It's good, man. Can you say hi to Brandon? Yes. Shout out to Brandon. Thank you for watching. If you're watching. If you're not watching, why aren't you watching, Brandon? Ask yourself some big questions. Dave's big rumor that Kevin Owens is going to go back to NXT soon. That'd be good. I don't like how they use him on the main roster. Yeah, man. Mark Henry winning that world championship. Isn't it funny how looking back now, people are like, oh, what? She's fuming. She is fuming. Night of Champions, Mark Henry winning the big gold. I want to end his career. That didn't go very well, did it, Mark? RKO. I really like Mark Henry. Mark was GOAT. The world's strongest man. Yep. My bro is watching on his phone. Aw, shout out to you, dude. Here comes the world's legit, the world's strongest man. I mean, not right now, but he was back then. I really like this entrance. It's so simple. It's just a normal entrance stage, but they've just added, like, a Hell in a Cell kind of vibe to it. Mark Henry going into... Man, imagine being locked inside Hell in a Cell. The person standing opposite you is the world's strongest man. Like, oh, today is definitely a bad day. This goes in the diary as a bad day. Is he going? Is he looking up top? Mark Henry then put his belt down and he was kind of looking up top. And it's like, yeah, do it. Let's go full on Undertaker Mankind. But only this time with Mark Henry. Again, look, he's looking up there. Nah, doesn't fancy it. He's like, nah. Welcome to the Hall of Pain. Hello to Trini. Shout out to you. Days, when you do the next toy hunt, can you shout me out? I don't know, dude. I don't even know when that next toy hunt's going to be. I know people want it. I want to do it. But I just don't know when it's going to be. Mark Henry, yeah, with his fake retirement speech. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. That's one of like the all-time best WWE promos. Got no problem saying that. It was that good. Like, you'd have to put that up there with the likes of the pipe bomb. Everyone knows about it. Everyone talks about it. Isn't it funny how when you talk about Mark Henry to most wrestling fans, that will be one of the things that gets mentioned. Not the bazillion matches he had. But they will talk about that retirement promo. Shout out to Johnny Montgomery. Imagine Randy RKOing Mark off the top of the cage. He's scared of heights, isn't he, Mark? I'm sure he says he's scared of heights. Right. So, Mark Henry is inside the cell, and Randy Orton is making his way down. Shout out to Wrestling Days fam. How is Brandy nowadays? I haven't heard anything, to be honest. I didn't get a chance to listen to the insiders, but I did see Jody talking about it and on Twitter. So I believe that she's doing okay, just judging by what I saw from that. So yeah, Jody might be the best person to reach out to on Twitter. I'm scared of heights. Oh, well, there we go. What's your favourite Hell in a Cell moment of all time? I mean, the first one is amazing when, obviously, Kane comes down. The end of an era is amazing. There was an incredible Usos New Day Hell in a Cell match that was amazing. There was Sasha and Charlotte, which was the... Did that main event? I think that main evented the show as well. First ever women's Hell in a Cell. And I think it main evented. And I think it was awesome. So, yeah, there's quite a few. And then, well, Mankind Undertaker. You'd probably have to say Mankind Undertaker as the best, wouldn't you? So... what's the worst looking finisher? I don't know. Throw that out to the chat. What do the chat think? What do the chat think is the worst looking finisher? Days, you know you love Eva Marie, really. I'm not sure I would agree. Mark Henry is just calmly backed into one corner. Who do you think's the best wrestler of all time? Don't know, man. I mean, it depends. I don't know. It depends what you measure it on, doesn't it? I don't know how you answer that. I'm not even trying to be difficult. I'm saying if you want to talk about who drew the most money, how do you answer that? I mean, obviously Stone Cold drew loads, but so did Hogan. Flair would have throughout his career. In-ring wise, Brett was amazing. Shawn was amazing. Gimmick wise, impact wise, Undertaker was amazing. If you want to go old school, Lou Thez innovated and drew and was super popular. Bruno Sammartino, I've got a love for. If you want to talk about legit, then Ed Strangler Lewis, Frank Gotch, Harley Race. I don't know. I don't know on what. I don't know how you say that's the best wrestler of all time. There's just so many. We haven't even spoke about promos, storylines. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard enough doing Mount Rushmore, trying to figure out what the top 4 are. We're underway anyway. Mark Henry just got clotheslined and knocked down, and we are underway with this. Randy stomping on the head of Mark Henry, and Randy slithering into the ring. I think you and my dad would get along. You both have comedy skills to be besties. Is he 21? Because I'm 21. And old people scare me. So he's got to be 21. But if he is, then I think... 22's all right. But if he is, then yeah, I think we would get along. Biruk says, Kill Switch and Andrade's finisher. What? The Hammerlock DDT, is it? They're so basic. Ric Flair, currently maybe Randy, says Robin813. Kyle says, best finisher is the Claymore. Anna says, shout out to you, Anna. Talking about soccer ball. I didn't see what the Chelsea result was. Or any results today. I don't even know who's been playing today. I'm actually going to look right now. Whilst Randy Orton is having his arm pulled out of his socket. Mark Henry down. Stomp by Randy. And again. Bailey to belly is the worst because it has no impact. Mark Henry is driving Randy into the cage, into the ring post as well. And Randy collapses down. Yeah, man, Mark Henry just picking up Randy Orton, no problem at all. So, Randy is down. Soccer Ball, that is just sad. Oh, you should watch it, dude. It's a good game. Cena's spinning back fist is the worst finisher. Jim Gore turned 21 forever yesterday. That's true. Worst finisher, skull crushing finale. Days, you need to see the Wigan score. Oh, well, just tell me, what is it? I just closed BBC. Here we go. Mark has got Randy up. Running. Power slam. I mean, it is crazy to see the size of Mark Henry, know the power that he possesses. And you do kind of scratch your head why he wasn't booked better. Do you know what I mean? I just loved this badass, ruthless heel Mark Henry. He should never have been a face, says Mustafa. Wigan beat Hull 8-0. Amazing. The best finisher is the wing clipper. Here we go. Mark Henry has got Randy. Oh, up and slammed down. Outside the ring. That's cool. That's cool. Sorry, Days. He's 38, but he says hi. Oh, I can't have old people saying hi to me. So, well, tell him I say hello as well, but we can't be friends. That's a shame. Sounded like a good guy. Worst finisher of all time is the zigzag. Well, Randy is down. Mark is going over. Grabbing Randy. What time are you on? What time am I on? 1:09. Exactly what it says on screen, or should say on screen. Yes, it does say it on screen. That is the time that I am on. 1:09. I think we've got about 1 hour 20 left. We're kind of getting towards the halfway point in the show, believe it or not. I'm sad that Ziggler versus Drew is TLC. Randy in the corner. Mark Henry. Wow! That was great. That might have been the best moment of the show. He just Mark Henry picked up the steps. I thought he was about to go charging at him. He doesn't. He hurls them. He throws the steps at Randy, and Randy has to very, very quickly get out the way. That was a great moment. Oh, I tell you, this show needed a moment like that. Big strikes, big right hands by Randy Orton. Mark Henry firing back with some shots of his own. Picks up Randy. He's going to look to drive him into the side of the cell. Very cool. Shout out to Jerry Smith. There's no Extreme Rules match on Extreme Rules. Mark Henry says, I run this. I don't think he runs anywhere, in all fairness. And he's got Randy up against the side of the cell. Wow, it's weird, isn't it? It's weird watching Randy Orton getting dominated. Mark Henry gets him. Orton backs into the corner, starts kicking out. Trying to throw Mark Henry into the other side, but a big splash by Mark Henry. Orton's down. Mark Henry back against the ropes. Big splash. 1, 2. Shoulder up. The worst finisher is Tombstone Piledriver because he doesn't even get hurt, says Max. Mark Henry asking Orton to step up, says Dave in real life. What about my brother? He is 6 and he is watching one of your videos now. We'll shout out to him. Tell him I appreciate it and say thank you very much for the support. TKG says, Days, what's the deal with NWA streams? There's no NWA at the moment. They're just on hold. They're trying to figure out when they can get back to doing shows. And, you know, they were trying to get content out there. And they did have Carneyland and everything. But, yeah, it's all just on hold at the moment. Shoulder up again by Randy. What do you think really happened during the Chris Benoit and his family's tragic passing? Exactly what happened. I mean, it's pretty much well documented. It got investigated. It's if watch the Dark Side of the Ring, it categorically pretty much says that he was responsible for it. So there's not really a mystery there. Bear hug by Mark Henry. The worst finisher of all time is the Great Khali head chop. We've got Randy Orton headbutts right now, but Mark Henry picks him up, drives him back into the corner, kicks him in the midsection, Stands on his chest. Ah, that's moody. That's moody. That's 400 odd pounds standing on Randy's heart. That is moody. The Fiend should have had a longer reign. Definitely. Definitely. Pad7671 says, I love Tuesdays, and your Tuesday streams make Tuesdays even better. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the support. It'll be great once we can get back to NWA. I do miss it. I do miss it. It was so, Thunder Rosa and Camille and Nick Aldis and question mark. It was good. It was good. What matches have I missed? Sin Cara, which was not great. Christian Sheamus, which was okay. Air Boom versus Dolph and Jack Swagger, which was... This has probably been the best match so far for me. I've had more fun with this than any of the other matches we've watched. Hell in a Cell match. Mark Henry, Randy Orton. Randy Orton firing in those shots, middle of the ring. Headbutt by Mark Henry, and he throws Randy Orton out of the ring. That's moody. Is that a British saying, or is that a thing that you made up? I think it's a British saying. Trust me, I'm not clever enough to make things up. So, I've definitely heard it somewhere. I think it's got to be a British saying. Feel free to take it. Oh, that's moody. Do you know, I use it without even thinking. I just don't know. Mark Henry had Randy, but Randy managed to grab hold of the cell. Oh, DDT onto the steps. Mark Henry slumps down. What are we streaming tomorrow? We've got UFC and maybe AEW on in the background. Thoughts of Pac? I like Pac. Got a lot of time for Pac. He's a great wrestler. Currently stuck in the UK. Here we go. Mark Henry is down. Against ropes goes Orton. Thez press. 1, 2, 3, 4. And loading. Nice. Nice. He told me to ask you if you are real. He thinks I'm not telling the truth. I'm real. I keep it real. Can he not see me? I mean, I am literally sat here talking. It's not as if like I've put an image up and you can hear the voice, but you can't actually see. You can even see me. Do you know what I mean? I'm not seeing her. Is that the real wrestling? Yeah. I mean, I'm literally, I'm sat here. I'm actually a hologram. Mark Henry is just got DDT, that draping DDT. And Randy Orton is going to that dark place. The Viper is hearing voices. I'd love to know what those voices say. Oh, RKO, that's what they say. 1, 2, shoulder up. Shoulder up by Mark Henry. Could you imagine if those voices are like really annoying? What if, like, Randy Orton says that he hears voices, but what if those voices sound like Vicky Guerrero? Like, what if he is going through his own personal hell? Excuse me! I hear voices in my head. They're Vicky Guerrero. I wish I was dead. I wish I was dead. He's very confused. He's like, swear I just RKO'd him and he's kicked out. What's going on? He's staring at Mark. He's looking around. He's backing into the corner. He's going to Puntville. Here we go. He's going to Punt Town. Get on down to Punt Town. Woo-hoo. Mark Henry is on his hands and knees. Oh, but he grabs. World's Strongest Slam. And Mark Henry wins. Mark Henry wins. Oh, people are sad. If only they would know that 9 years later, they'd be really happy. They just needed to wait. They just needed some patience. Someone needs to tell them, guys, just wait 9 years. You'll be all right. Well, actually, you won't. It's 2020. It's a real moody year. There we go. I tell you, the cage goes up quick. Does anyone notice that? The cage just went like this. You know, it's like bum ba da dum da 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 da. Like the way they lower it, it's like oh. The way they're bringing it down, it's like really slow. It's like, do you know what I mean? They make it seem like someone's winding it down. Oh, like it's a gift from the gods. Oh, and it's like slowly coming down. We're all looking at our watches. It's taken about 20 years. Oh, it's like just an old man winding it around like this. Second the match is over. Woo! It got up to the heaven. It's gone. It's up there now. What happened to the guy? What's the guy been taken? That's what I want to know. Someone needs to check on this. We need to get a drug test on the old man that does the winding of the cage. This is best. I think there's doping. I think the steroids are back. Mark going under the chair. Under the chair? Under the ring to get a chair. World's Strongest Slam to Randy Orton. He did. He said he was going to end the career. The voices in Randy's head is a young Days screaming. Oh, horrific. Here we go. Mark with the chair. This is it, guys. This is the end of Randy Orton. You'll never see him again after this. He's putting the chair over the... This is moody, actually. He's putting the chair over the ankle of Randy. Here we go. Mark Henry on the middle ropes. Ah, this is cool. This is cool. Oh, Randy moves out the way. Just imagine if that had connected, we might never have got the greatest wrestling match ever. But now Orton has got a chair in his hands. And strikes the midsection. Smacks Mark Henry over the back with that chair. Mark Henry now is doing the world's strongest walkaway. Oh, big strike across the back, but he doesn't go down. Matt Boy 1, 2, 1, 3. Boom. Mark Henry is down. I think he's left without his belt as well. Are they, though? Michael Cole just says those voices are telling Randy to attack. How does he know that? How can Michael Cole hear Randy Orton's voices? How does he know what they're saying? Those voices might be like, oh, leave Mark Henry alone. Oh, Randy, can we go on a picnic? Randy, why are you always so mean? Yeah, we don't know what the voices are saying, but apparently Michael Cole does. Those voices are telling him to attack. No, we're not. We're telling him to Remember that it's his mother's birthday on Sunday. I'm not going to claim to know what the voices are saying, but apparently Michael Cole can. No, and he's like, oh, God, it is her birthday on Sunday. Oh, how did I forget? Well, he's gutted. Silly boy. I hear voices in my head. I'll always remember about the elites at Agura Road. The elite. The elite. He thinks you're my dad. He think what? Your dad thinks I'm your dad. Maybe I am. Basically, Randy is a schizophrenic. Yes. The clues have been there all. Look, he's like, oh, where am I going to get a card from this time? I bet all the florists are closed. Oh, he's gutted. He is gutted. That, and he just lost the match. Alberto Del Rio. Days, you probably get asked this all the time, but who is your favourite male and female superstar? In fairness, I don't get asked it all the time. Favourite currently, Asuka, defo. And I would say Fiend, but I don't know, man. I was really into the Fiend when we were getting like Funhouse episodes, and then he was, you know, in the ring, and there was loads of theories, and it was really interesting. It's kind of like now when you get a Funhouse, it's basically a promo. And the matches are all right. I don't know. Is it just me, or does it feel like the Fiend is maybe not where it was? Don't know. Still great, but can I say that that's my favourite? I don't know that I can now. I don't know that I can. I like Asuka. Maybe, I don't know. For a male, I would struggle. That's bad, isn't it? That's bad. Hey, here's Cody, look. Cody with a face mask on. Dashing Cody Rhodes. He's coming down. Is he doing a promo? I don't know what we're getting here. He's in a suit. A really ugly suit as well. Yeah, what's Cody got to say? Oh, it'd be great if he just went American Dream. He's just a common man. Oh, he's not. He's doing a normal promo. Shame. Oh, if he grabbed it and he went, A-E-dub, 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 A-E-dub. A-E-dub. Yeah. It'll make sense in about 8 years. Is this when he was handing out paper bags? He was giving people in the audience paper bags so that they could put it over their heads because he was so offended by how ugly they were. Is he putting the IC title in it? Oh, are we actually witnessing the moment? Now hand me the velvet bag. So this is where he brings back a new title. So the old IC title put into there. And there is the new, which is also the old. Yes. People are like, yeah. I wonder if it'll come back again one day. Do you reckon it will? Do you reckon we'll get that moment again? That's a great moment. Bret the Hitman Hart getting a mention. Macho. Even Stone Cold. That's great. I mean, in all fairness, it came back and it stuck around for a while, didn't it? It only got replaced earlier this year, was it? Late last year? Can't remember now. Days, do you think Otis will cash in? He will, yes. All right, someone's interrupting. Is it John? Yeah, John Laurinaitis making his way down. Sorry for the interruption. It's all right, John. We know, John. Triple H demanded. Right. You're defending it now? Cody has got to defend against John Morrison. Now listen. There we go. Cody versus John Morrison. Now listen. Boom. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? Triple H has just said that Cody has got to defend the title now. And Michael Cole's like, how is this right? Triple H is playing out his personal vendetta against Cody Rhodes. That is so weird to think about, isn't it? In 2020, as we've got NXT against AEW on a Wednesday night. Triple H running the one show. Obviously, Cody having a massive part. Executive Vice President of the other show. And here we are in 2011, and Triple H is trying to screw over Cody. Making him defend. He's not even got his wrestling gear. He's in his suit. Triple H didn't make nothing. Days, you should create stop motion videos. That belt was awesome. It is awesome. What if Mandy Rose wins the SmackDown Women's Championship and Otis cashes in on her? That would be strange and very unpredicted. I don't know anyone that's thinking that's happening. Right, we are... Cody is having to wrestle in a suit here. He's having to wrestle in a suit and nice shoes and socks and everything. Cody has got Gucci shoes on. 1, 2. 2 count. Nice takedown by John Morrison. He's got... JR says, well, at least he's got his plexiglass mask on. We all need one of them in 2020, don't we? We all need our own little plexiglass mask. He was so ahead of the game, wasn't he? Cody Rhodes was so ready for 2020, even all the way back in 2011. He throws Cody's shirt into the crowd. Uppercut by John Morrison, and he throws Cody into the ring. Cody trying to roll out of the ring. Cody's like, forget this. John Morrison is going out after him. Big strike across the back. Cody goes down. And he's grabbing him and dragging him back. We've still got Kelly, Jelly, and Beth Phoenix, and a triple threat Hell in a Cell. Oh, is there only 2 matches left? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, there's only 7 matches on this card. There's only 7 matches. So we've got Beth Phoenix, Kelly, and then we've got John Cena, CM Punk, and Alberto Del Rio. There we go. I'm excited for the horror show this Sunday, says Shay. Awesome. Days, are you doing Extreme Rules horror show predictions today? No. I've got to do Wrestling Escape Pod recording after this. Then there will be a quick little video that goes onto the channel, which I need to do. And then maybe tomorrow. I still haven't even begun to research UFC yet. I need to do that, but I'm a little bit behind on that. Right, okay, Cody in control in the ring. Same, and the eye for an eye. I can't wait to see how they're going to book that one. Days, that's bad. You know I'm bad. What do you think about the eye for an eye match? I mean, I think the stipulation's stupid, but I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. Austin has an eye fetish. Extreme Rules predictions on Thursday. Yeah, that would feel about right. Yeah, that would feel about right. What time are you going to start the stream tomorrow? I think probably about 11, which would be about 6 Eastern. That's my guess. I think I'm looking to start about an hour before. Let me double check. I'll have a look now. Whilst Cody's in control. Prelims start at midnight in the UK, so we will start at 11 in the UK, 11 p.m. So that is 6 p.m. Eastern. So wherever you are in the world, you can work from there. So we'll start at 11 p.m. UK time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. That'll give us an hour. We can go through the fights and everything, and then we've got the prelims and the main card going all the way, and it'll go all the way till 6. It's going to be a long show tomorrow. UFC shows are not quick, but some really good fights. Danny Gay versus Calvin Kattar. We got Cody Stamen and Tim Elliott. Should be fun. I thought the show at the weekend was very good. Apart from the main event that was a bit rubbish. Cody going over, grabbing the hair of John Morrison. Headlock. Boom. How cool is this? This is Cody Rhodes. You know AEW's Cody Rhodes. This is Cody Rhodes against John Morrison. That's what we've got right here. Against the ropes. Big strike. Down goes Cody. And again, clothesline. Cody goes down. One, two. Kick out by Cody. Days Watch think is the difference of Randy Orton during the Authority storyline and the Legend Killer. Wasn't he, during the Authority storyline, wasn't he just always background? I can't remember him being front and center. I remember him being a puppet. I mean, I remember like Seth being like the focal point. I think that Legend Killer puts him front and center. Whereas Authority, he's always going to be a little bit overshadowed by someone else. And even if he is a bit of a focus, you still got Triple H in a ring, or Steph in a ring, or Vince in a ring. Do you know what I mean? There's always someone else to take the spotlight away from you. But Legend Killer, it's all him. Cody manages to get the win. He just rolls up John Morrison. Michael Cole says that might be the greatest win in WWE history. I mean, I can't argue with that. Why would I even want to try and argue with that? That sounds legit. We have just witnessed the greatest win in WWE history. If anyone ever asks you what's the best win in WWE history, you now have to say it's Hell in a Cell 2011 when Cody Rhodes managed to beat John Morrison for the Intercontinental Championship. The greatest win. Matt Boy 1213 says, Days, do you know when Johnny and Undisputed Era will join the main roster? Well, no, because I think they've changed plans many times over on all of that. I would think Undisputed Era are closer than what Johnny is. Oh, hello, here's Trips. Here you go, John Laurinaitis. Triple H says, what did I tell you about making matches? Don't do it. I make the matches. Oh, hello, where they're running. There's some running. There's a brawl. Who is it? R-Truth? R-Truth and Miz? R-Truth and Miz. So a very upset Triple H. Air Boom have just been attacked. There we go. Dramatic. The greatest wrestling match ever, Cody versus Morrison. Okay, Beth Phoenix making her way out now. We are edging our way towards the end of the show. Obviously, we've just got the main event after this. Divas Championship match. Not in Hell in a Cell, this one. I think it's just a straight singles match. Natalya has come out with Beth Phoenix. Yeah, it's just a straight singles match, this one. So, William Hensey, shout out to you, dude. Made it, Days. Love you, brother. Hope you are well as everyone in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Well, you've arrived just as Kelly has arrived. Is that a coincidence? William? Or have you two been kissing behind the bike shed? That's what I want to know. She's certainly got a big smile on her face.
William Hensey is a legend.
Yes.
They donated $20 via a super chat. Made it, Days. Love you, brother, and hope you are well as everyone in chat. Heart.
Heart. I love it when it reads out the emojis. Heart. Smiley face. Smiley face. Concerned face. Heart. Divas Championship on the line. Kelly against Beth Phoenix. Everything is crashing. Everything is crashing. Okay. Forearm strike by Kelly. There's press. Another one. Something just came off. Was that Beth's headband? She's like, oh no. We've got real drama here. Beth Phoenix has lost her headband. That's where all of her powers come from, her special powers. Tries to throw a right arm and backbreaker by Beth Phoenix. The Glamazon. Elbow drop. Phoenix backing against the ropes, dropping another elbow as well. Going for the cover. 2. Days in Lego Movie confirmed. Yes. Days Masvidal lost because he didn't start with his hands behind his back and back on the cage. That is definitely what all of the MMA experts are saying, yes. Who do you think is better, UFC or WWE? I think both are great, to be honest. I have been a fan longer of WWE, of course. But I've had some great times watching UFC. You'd have to say there's probably more buzz around UFC. I mean, UFC just did 1.3 million pay-per-view buys, which I think I'm right in saying is that was on Saturday. That's the exact same number as WWE's all-time record. Like, their highest that WWE has ever achieved. And UFC just did it casually on Saturday. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy how big the UFC is. Elbow in the lower back of Kelly. Oh, I think she just gave her a little spank as well. Just a little bop. And another one. Deadly. That's the most devastating move in all of wrestling. You go backbreaker again. It's all Beth Phoenix right now. Beth Phoenix in total control. She says, screaming to the ref, ask her. Either that or she's calling for Asuka. She knew that Asuka is around somewhere. But she was just a few years too early. Asuka! Days, I think Triple T should get a shout out because he's awesome. I'm more than happy to do that. Oh, Kelly looking to roll up Beth. Beth's constantly staring at Natalya. In a way, I'm getting the vibe that Natalya is like the urn and Beth Phoenix is the Undertaker. She's just constantly looking at her, trying to get inspiration and power. And again, stares at her. In a minute, she's going to be like... Beth up to her feet. Nodding. Here we go. Beth picks up Kelly, though. Nice one. Just a one. Clothesline. by Beth. Kelly Kelly goes down. Big strikes coming in by Beth. Can't you tell Triple T I say hello? I can try and remember. Hopefully he'll be in the chat on Friday, and then you can tell him personally. I feel that it has more impact. Here we go. Look, we've got Beth Phoenix choking Kelly Kelly at the moment. Oh, going against the ropes. Kelly Kelly moves. Net breaker. Boom. Net breaker by Kelly Kelly. Beth Phoenix getting up to her feet. Kick to the midsection by Kelly Kelly. Forearm strike. It's a little botchy. 2. No, couldn't quite get the 3 there, Beth. This match has got a bit of time, hasn't it? Looking for a bulldog, couldn't get it. Up over the top, Kelly Kelly. Going for a clothesline, double underhook. Backslide. Gets driven into the corner. Back elbow by Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix well in control. Big splash into the corner. Kelly Kelly moving out the way. She's smashing Beth Phoenix face into the corner. Can see like she's just gasping. She's like, oh, Kelly Kelly. Definitely feeling the effects. Nice. Cartwheel into a back elbow. On the top. WWE have shot themselves in the foot with the network. It's not a big revenue generator like they thought it would be, says Heather. I think it has potential to be, but they need more subscribers. Simple as that. They need more subscribers. I think the last I heard, they were about 1.8. I think they wanted to be well over 2 million to 2.5. Something like that. Days remember Kelly from ECW and Kelly's Exposed. I never watched a great deal of ECW. Oh, that was a nasty kick by Beth. Beth as she is in big trouble. What's she looking to do? She's got the legs tied up. She's going to go over. Lovely. Lovely. She is screaming. Natalia's like, scream. We can't hear you. Scream louder. She's upside down. She's upside down. Her arms are being pulled back. She's trying to get to the ropes and she gets there. She screams no into this microphone. Oh, Natalya, that's good. The ref was distracted. Natalya, how did the ref not hear that? That was so loud. The glam slam. 1, 2, 3. I do feel that getting hit in the head with the microphone played a part in that. And no, WWE Divas. She can't believe it. She's absolutely shocked. Beth Phoenix has done it. She's got that Divas Championship in her hands. Undisputed Era and Gargano can get WWE more viewers and possibly be better than AEW. There we go. Beth Phoenix. is celebrating with that Divas Championship. She slowly lifted that. That must be like the heaviest championship in the world. She's like... There we go, Natalya. Beth embracing. Michael Cole says, you've got a little tear. And again, looks like... Big smile on their faces. Oh, she's over the moon. Third time's the charm. Hey, there's the New Orleans. Bourbon Street. It's rammed, isn't it? Booker says he's going to hang out a little bit on the burb. Gonna hang out on the burb. Oh, look, he's back at it again. Here he is, look. Oh. Woo! But you watch, the second the match is over. Incredible. It's blown my mind, that has. Right, main event, final match. New Orleans, yeah. Disney has already offered WWE big money. I heard it was Mickey Mouse money. Del Rio. Boom. So we're just seeing the backstory on this. Of course, this is first time. Triple threat, Hell in a Cell. Triple threat, Hell in a Cell. A brutal problem solver. Hell in a Cell only has survivors. Doesn't have winners, just survivors. The worst is the KO punch. Brent Lanning, shout out to you, my friend. Days, you are officially the stream machine. Yeah. Welcome. I should call this Stream Rules, not Extreme Rules. Maybe that's what I should call it on Sunday. Welcome to Stream Rules. That would be the name of my pay-per-view. Welcome to Wrestling Days Stream Rules. So we're just seeing how we got to this main event of Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena versus CM Punk. Triple threat, Hell in a Cell. Ricardo Rodriguez, Alberto Del Rio's personal ring announcer. And here he is, look, in his car. Silver Mercedes. Very nice. I like six-man Hell in a Cell when Rikishi went off the top, yes. Fun fact, the next year from this sees CM Punk versus Ryback in a Hell in a Cell. Biruk says, days, Cody Rhodes agreed and insisted CM Punk was worth a great deal of cash, despite his astronomical demands. But it didn't work out because Tony Khan wasn't sure if he was interested in it. There we go. Wrestling Days fan says, flat show. Yeah. Has been a flat show. I do think the Mark Henry, Randy Orton match was good. And I got high hopes for this main event. Dun, 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 dun. We've got, what, how long left? About half an hour? About 35 minutes left. 35 minutes left. So, Del Rio is in the ring. Punk next. CM Punk chants. Just thinking, how great would it be to hear that music? Just, you know what I mean? Oh, the Rumble. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine it? Number 30. And that music hits. Oh. They'd have to just let it play, wouldn't they, for a bit, you know? And like now he would start walking out or something. You'd want to tease that moment of, is it? Or is it someone using his, you know, is it someone dressed as Punk that's pulling our leg? You wouldn't believe it until you saw him. So you'd tease, and then out he would come. Best in the world, says Punk. Very cool, man. Imagine. I know, man. The show is a bit slow. Okay, so CM Punk with his great t-shirt. I love that shirt. I was just looking at his ring attire. It's black and orange, I believe. It looks really cool. Yeah, it looks cool. Smile on his face. And John Cena's the last to come in. John Cena coming in as the champ. The champ is here. There's a lot of people wearing red, so I'm guessing that's his colour at this time. Oh, yes, it is. He's wearing red. With the spinner belt. He's always saying stuff, isn't he, when he first walks out? What? I think he just said it's about to get hot. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Puts the cap on that kid. Gives a shirt to... I think it landed on the security guard. The security guard was standing there and Cena took his shirt off and he threw it. He was trying to get it to a fan. And I'm pretty sure it just went on the security guard. Imagine just standing there minding your own business. Just get smacked in the face with the John Cena shirt. John Cena couldn't see him. Dun, 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 dun. Cena, throw me the shirt, says Dylan. Trevor says, if you had any superpowers, what would you want them to be? I would want to be And I don't know. I'd want to be able to turn into water. How about that? I'd like the ability to turn into water. I don't know why. I wish I could tell you I had some big reason why I haven't. I just think it might be quite nice. Because if there's someone you hate, you could run round the corner, turn into water, they'd be chasing after you and they'd slip. And that'd be fun, wouldn't it? That'd be funny. The only problem is someone might come along and mop you up. That wouldn't be cool. I don't want to be in a mop bucket. Oh. The things we have to talk about whilst we're waiting for matches to start. Dave in real life says there's no worse belt than the spinner belt. Days has already got the superpower of being 21 forever. Why is John Cena eating your sofa? I think he's hungry. I'm not sure. Del Rio dated her after that. It is bigger than the average American home inside Hell in a Cell, according to Michael Cole. Right, we're about to get underway with this triple threat Hell in a Cell match. We are underway. Del Rio goes straight out of the ring. Has the John Cena sucks chance started yet? Not really. John Cena goes out the ring and Del Rio goes straight back in. I tell you something that I do really like about this, right? I really like the ring aprons. They say Hell in a Cell, but all along the bottom it's fire. Not actual fire, it's just printed on, but it looks great. It looks really cool. We was watching WCW and they had, I think, flames printed onto the mats around the ring, which looked great as well. So I wish WWE had done something like that. Just looks really smart. CM Punk is firing kicks in on Del Rio, and Cena pushes Punk out the way, and Cena continues. Punk tries rolling up Cena. It is every man for themselves. Uh, 25 minutes. Yeah, about 25 minutes left, yeah. Truth and Miz almost got fired that night. Cena going after Punk. Punk going for a kick. Cena's got Punk on his shoulders. Punk's got Cena on his shoulders. Bit of back and forth. Drop toe takedown. Cena's grabbed the leg. Cena out of the ring. Punk moves out the way. Del Rio goes out the ring as well. Suicide dive by Punk. Collides into Del Rio. Del Rio goes into the cage. Cena goes down as well. We've got a bit of carnage outside of the ring. AEW rumors of new 4 horsemen. Who would be in it? MJF, Cody, Wardlow, and Pac, maybe. Not sure about Pac. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who would go into that. Maybe Sean Spears because of his connection with Tully. Maybe Tully would get him in it as a result. So Sean, you'd need a big leader. Cody could be that leader, but Cody's a face, isn't he? So, do they need another faction? I mean, they've already got Dark Order and the Elite and Inner Circle and Don't forget Death Triangle. Do they need 4 horsemen as well? Punk getting thrown over to the steps, but he jumps onto the steps, but then gets pushed into the cage. That was cool. Punk was standing on the steps, and he was like, come on, John. And out of nowhere, Del Rio just pushes him into the cage. Cena in the ring with Del Rio. Into the corner. Gets his legs up. Goes over, up. Backbreaker by Del Rio. 2. Shoulder up. There's Sean Spears, FTR, MJF. Oh, that makes sense. That I could vibe with that. MJF being the leader. That could be a real breakthrough for him, actually. You might be lacking the power, you know, the enforcer, the Arn Anderson. So, would Wardlow make more sense than Sean Spears in reflection? Del Rio was looking for a punt kick there. FTR, Sean Spears, MJF, yes. Trevor, it's leaked apparently online as to what that will be, so I can't really answer it. Shoulder tackle by John. John picking up, planting Alberto Del Rio. CM Punk still on the outside, feeling the effects of being driven into the side of the cage. You can't see me. Against the ropes goes Cena. 5 knuckle shuffle. Del Rio up. Cena has got Del Rio on his shoulders. Kick to the midsection. Up over the top. Big kick. Is Punk got... Is that a tattoo on Punk's back, or is it lacerated? I just saw this flash of red, but it could be a tattoo. I can't tell if it's a tattoo or if it... I can't tell at the moment. Oh, I think Michael Cole has just said, yeah, if you look at the back of Punk, you can see the damage. Leg drop. Yeah, oh, yeah. It's nasty. It's nasty. He's got a couple of marks. Look at that. Looks like he's been whipped. Unforgiving. Unforgiving. They can't call them 4 horsemen because WWE buy the rights. I think they should call them the 4 cultmen. I don't know who owns the rights to the 4 horsemen. I'm not sure if it is WWE. John Cena and CM Punk both on the outside of the ring. Knee strike by Punk. Is he looking for a bulldog? Punk gets thrown into the cage again. That was moody. That's moody. Del Rio with a chair in the midsection to John Cena. Cena goes down. Del Rio stomping away. This Monday's Raw has drawn its lowest rating ever. Yep, not good. Slammed onto the chair. The chair buckles. 1, 2. That was nasty. He slams him onto the chair and the chair buckles. John Cena landed nasty onto that chair. Lance Archer, MJF, Sean Spears, Wardlow, and FTR call it the 6 Horsemen. Biruk says, imagine if CM Punk, Bret Hart, and Chris Jericho were to be a faction. What would their slogan be? Feel free to fire in suggestions. Del Rio has got his boot on the throat of John Cena. Del Rio with a spear and Cena moving out of the way. Del Rio goes hard into that ring post. Obviously no sign of CM Punk. He's outside the ring, down and out at the moment. Cena. Up top. Here's CM Punk. CM Punk shakes that top rope. Cena falls down. CM Punk. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Del Rio. Right. Oh, Falcon Arrow. 1, 2. Kick out. Dave's 4 horsemen would be Doink, Dink, and Eugene. Yes. So we're well underway with this. We've got about 19 minutes left. 19 minutes. Del Rio has got a headlock on CM Punk. James Ellsworth as well. CM Punk's wrestling whilst chewing gum. That cannot be wise or healthy or anything. Some good shots of the Hell in a Cell. Again, there was just under 10,000 people in attendance. It wasn't a very well attended show. Nice! Leg drop off the top by Cena. That was good. That was good. Cena going over, trying to pin CM Punk. He tried to pin Del Rio. Couldn't get the victory. Then goes over to CM Punk. Would you like to see a brand new faction of NWO? No. They'll always be compared to the NWO, and it's not going to work. They're not going to be as good, and it'll fall flat. You need to do new things. Cell looks nice. It looked really cool. Did look really cool. Sonny Wolf says, Days, we're getting tree frogs soon. My house is turning into a zoo. Amazing. Austin, I can see it, yeah. CM Punk down in the ring. Cena's down. I'm just seeing a replay of that leg drop from the top. It's very impressive. This match has been all right. What did... let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what Uncle Dave rated it. What did Uncle Dave have to say about this? This was the 3 3/4. So this match is the one that Dave says is the best on the whole show. Which, in fairness, he only gave Mark Henry 2.5 stars. It's a bit moody, isn't it? I think that match was better than 2.5 stars. I hate the red cell. Oh, yeah, it's worth pointing out. This is the silver. I forgot. They painted it red. Del Rio with a chair walloping John Cena. The chair gets put onto Cena and Del Rio stomping down. What if AEW call their 4 horsemen the Rushmores? Dylan says, what about Lance Archer, Wardlow, MJF, Colt Cabana, FTR? Call them the six-pack. Yeah, you could. Del Rio going for a pin on CM. Oh, shoulder up. I can call him CM because we're really good friends. 1, 2. Shoulder up again by Cena this time. Del Rio just trying to pin anyone and everyone. He might even try and pin the ref in a sec. Here we go. Del Rio with CM Punk. Punk going into the corner. Del Rio charging over. Wow! That was a bad fall. The way that CM Punk picked him up, I thought he was just going to land on the outside of the ring. He picks him up and puts him down. He just goes missing. He just goes falling down, completely disappears. AA! Oh, connects! Cena 1, 2. Del Rio comes in, makes the save. Hell, that's a good line. Hell in a Cell doesn't build character, it reveals it. Credit where it's due. Wrestling Days fan says Meltzer's ratings are bad, to be honest. Del Rio looking for an armbar. But Cena holding on, not allowing Del Rio to get that arm. Cena managing to survive that, and CM Punk comes crashing down onto Del Rio. Basement dropkick there by CM Punk. CM Punk has now got Cena on his shoulders. GTS connects. GTS 1, 2. Del Rio pulling CM Punk out of the ring and then hurling him into the side of the cell. And now throwing him into the ring steps. Yeah, Del Rio hurling him all over the place. Jinder is injured. Del Rio is, again, stepping on the throat of CM Punk. Walking over him. Getting into the ring. Grabbing Cena. Little small package. 2. Was that a 3? No. Clothesline. Cena goes down. We are very quickly approaching the final 10 minutes. Oh, into the steps goes Cena. Into the side of the cell goes Cena. We just got a glimpse of the anonymous Raw general manager. Del Rio with that chair. Going over, walloping. Well, actually just throwing the chair at Cena. Cena down on the outside. CM Punk starting to come back in. It's worth mentioning that the ring ropes are all white. It's kind of nice. The turnbuckles are obviously black, but with the scratch logo. This is before they changed the logo. Nice slam by Punk. Del Rio down in the middle of the ring. Punk is going over to the corner. He's willing himself to get up there. Desperately trying to get up. Cena's well out of the picture. CM Punk looking for the elbow. Connects. CM Punk with the elbow. Only gets a 2. Del Rio managing to kick out. Cena's back, though. Yeah, big shoulder tackles by Cena, who plants Punk down. We're going to get 5-knuckle shuffle, but CM Punk kicks him in the head. Picks him up, plants him down. I hope that Fiend versus Jeff Hardy happens one day. I kind of miss the computer GM. Really? It was never that popular. It's never that popular. Watching Punk wrestle makes me want him back more and more, says Monica. Punk's just gone through a table on the outside. The pace of this is definitely quickening. Cena manages to get Del Rio down. The STF. Here's Ricardo Rodriguez is managed to steal the key. Is trying to open the door. He's managed to get inside. He's got like some kind of a pole. Ricardo Rodriguez has opened the door. Cena AAs him outside of the cell. The cell door is open. And Alberto is now going to be locking the door. Cena is locked outside of the cell. It's taken us 2 hours, 25 minutes. We've finally got some genuinely interesting. He throws the key underneath the ring. He might need that. Oh, wow. In all fairness, they are going to raise it so he can get out that way. I was going to say, is he not going to be trapped? We don't know what time the guy that winds it up goes home. If he's gone, they're in trouble. So, Cena is now locked outside of the cell. CM Punk is worse for wear. Del Rio with a lovely German holds on, bridges, looks for the pin. Couldn't get it. AJ Lee should return. Yeah, Cena locked out. Another German being attempted, but CM Punk reverses, rolls up Del Rio. Del Rio kicks out. CM Punk backed into the corner, manages to get his feet up. Ah, lovely enziguri by Del Rio. 1, 2. Oh, shoulder up. Cena is starting to move outside of the ring. Anonymous Raw GM, I'd forgotten it was that time period. Awful, says Heather. Yeah. Not the most popular thing they've ever done. John Elite says, days first we had Shad passing away, and now we have Naya Rivera, prayers to Naya's family. Yeah, I don't know much about her, 'cause I didn't watch whatever show she was in. But, yeah, I did see that. Alberto Del Rio is down. Here we go. Look, Cena gets up. He tries to get back in. He's like, huh? This shouldn't be locked, huh? Can't believe it. Bulldog by CM Punk. He's trying to find the keys. He's literally mugging an unconscious man. We are watching John Cena going through the pockets of an unconscious official. Cena is trying to break in. He's trying to break the chain. Well, in the words of Fleetwood Mac, you will never break the chain. Chain, keep us together. Big strike there by Del Rio using that pole. Del Rio is gloating to Cena. Cena is locked out of the cell. There's nothing he can do here. It's CM Punk and Del Rio. Oh, Del Rio is using that pole. Oh, straight across the face. Del Rio throws it away. 2, 3, and it's done. Oh, look at the frustration. Quick. Wind it up. Wind it up. Cena's in. He's going straight after Del Rio. Well, that's just bad sportsmanship, isn't it? That's just bad sportsmanship. Cena is being attacked. The ref is being attacked. It's Miz and R-Truth. Here's John Laurinaitis. Here's Triple H. Look, where's the guy? Where's the guy? Find Clive. Find Clive, the cage winder. Where's Clive? Clive. He's gone home. He's gone home. We need to get the cage up. Look what's happening. Oh, it's carnage. Where's the thing? He's took the handle with him. Oh, what do you mean? It's Clive's handle. Why haven't we got our own handle? Because all the superstars are coming down. And all the superstars like, where's Clive? He's gone home. Well, where's the handle? It's Clive's handle. He takes it with him. So we can't raise the thing. We can't raise it. We've got to just shake it. Everyone shake it. Shake it. Look at that. They got the whole locker room down. Someone's got, but they can't get in because Clive's gone home. Look, Teddy Long's like, player, what are we going to do, player? Shall I book a tag match, player? R-Truth stomping away. It's absolute carnage in there. Cena gets slapped. They slap the taste out of his mouth. They slap him so hard, Nikki Bella feels it. How are they going to get out anyway? I don't understand. Oh, the cameraman's down. Yeah! You deserve it. You deserve it. I didn't like his work anyway. How many? Where's? Yes, they've got Clive. Clive's on his way. Cut the lock. That's such good advice. That's such good advice. Was the ending of the show scripted? Yeah. Get in there, all of you. Get in there. R-Truth, Miz have surrendered. No, this is justice. They're being arrested. I mean, that is justice. Ricky KV, shout out to you. Isn't it weird? JR wants blood. This isn't justice. No, it is. They're being arrested by policemen. This absolutely is justice. Triple H out of nowhere. What's up with Triple H? You should be thanking him. This was a dull show. Triple H pushing John Laurinaitis. Triple H like, you made this exciting. Bring me Clive! Bring me Clive! The locker room's out there. Oh, this is what you want, innit? You want to see something. Miz has just been beaten up by Triple H. That's the dream match, isn't it? Triple H versus The Miz. Triple H being held back. That's enough. That's enough. And that is enough. That is the end of Hell in a Cell. Get your scores in. Get your scores in. Get your scores in. And there goes Triple H. Clive got fired. Yeah, we never heard from Clive again. Never heard from Clive again. 4.5. Awful show. Yeah, man. It was not a good show, was it? I think the two cell matches were probably the best. Main event was probably the best match overall. I mean, easily the best thing is that fight at the end, but for the man to sit through 2 hours 20 odd to get 5 good minutes is pretty rough going. So I've not even looked to see what reviews were of this, but I can't imagine they were glowing. Yeah. 4.5, 5.5, 2, 6.6, 7, 6, 6, 5.5. Clive 6.5 just for Clive, the cage guy. I'm gonna give it a honestly, at least 2 points out of that is for the end. At least 2 points. I'm giving the end 2 points. I don't know what else I would score it for, to be honest. I mean, 2 points for the end, 1 point for the main event, 1 point for Mark Henry. That's it. I mean, that is it. And even then, I'm feeling super generous. Super generous. 5.5, 6, 7.3 though from Kevin. Awesome stream, Ricky KV. Shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate it, man. Get your final scores in. Get your final thoughts in. I do need to run away because I've got a wrestling escape pod that needs to get recorded. So yeah, get your thoughts in. I don't want to run away before giving you a chance to say anything you want to say. I'm going to jump over to there. I give it an 8 because it was a cool show, says Dylan. Good night, Scott. 0.8 from Brian Schaefer, Wrestling Days fan. Thank you for joining us. It was a crepe show. I'm glad you spelt it that way. Trevor gives it a 0. Richard gives it 5.5. Austin 316 says 6. I would rather watch Botchasaurus, says Wrestling Days fan. It was an all right pay-per-view. The stream was fun. Cool. We should have voted Stampede, says Heather. Hey, look, it's one of them, innit? It's one of them. I didn't know. I couldn't remember the show. So, look, it's not a problem. It's one of them. You're gonna get those kind of shows once in a while, aren't you? So, it's fine. It is what it is. 7.5. If CM Punk is on the show, it's a classic. William Hensey says, I'm going 7.3 because Kelly let me get to second base. Hello. Holla. Fair enough. Right, I really do have to go now. So thank you to everyone that joined us. Really appreciate it. I didn't know what. I mean, if I'd have planned it, if I'd actually given today some thought, then we may have watched something different. We may have watched another Extreme Rules. Extreme Rules would have made sense. What would it be in Extreme Rules on Sunday? But yeah, you know, this is something the community wanted to watch and was voted for by them. And, you know, you win some, you lose some. It's no biggie. We are back tomorrow, as we said. UFC will have AEW on in the background. Thursday, I honestly, I don't know. I really do feel like I need to recharge the batteries a little bit. I'm still just out. I mean, I think I'm battered after that long UFC stream on Saturday. And then we did a stream on Sunday. Then we did Raw. Now we've done this. Now I'm doing Wrestling Escape Pod. Then I need to do revision for UFC tomorrow. Tomorrow's UFC will be a 7-hour stream. I kind of feel like, man, I need to stop and get some rest and recharge. And then we can go again. Because obviously we've got Friday, which is SmackDown. We've got Saturday, which is UFC again. We've got Sunday, which is Extreme Rules. We've got Monday, which is Raw. And then I probably do need to fit in like a WrestleMania 4 at some point. Just to kind of keep them ticking along. So, yeah, I don't know what we're doing Thursday. Maybe nothing. Maybe we'll just do like some videos instead or something. But doesn't matter. We're back tomorrow. So there we go. Awesome. Thanks a lot for watching. Really do appreciate it. Shout out to everyone that's joined us. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.